Welcome to Operation PaperDrip. I'm one of the guys on the couch, and this is the other guy on the couch. Our names are on the bottom of the screen. Today, we're talking about space. Is it real? Is it fake? What are the Jews telling us? So, Hack, Stanley Kubrick, has died in the past, and apparently has admitted that he faked the moon landing.
Yeah, you know, it must have been very hard to film that in a bunker out in Arizona.
Yeah. My big question is, why should we ever trust the government?
Never.
Yeah.
You see, never trust the government, and even with their lies, because what you go back in time and there was a space war going on, you know?
It sounds so much cooler than it is.
Yeah, it sounds cool. And it is cool, because it was a race to the moon between the Russians and the Americans just so happened to have these things called cameras. Because in communism, they don't want cameras.
Yeah. They don't want evidence.
Yeah, they don't, you know, history already kind of says like, hey, these guys might be a little bad.
Yeah.
And so the Americans got ahead of it and just said, hey, we went to the moon, you know.
Yeah.
We went to it.
They went to the moon in Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, probably in a deserted area out in Arizona.
A sandbox at a bunker.
Yes.
It's a strange thing because, like, there's not a lot to gain. Yeah, you demoralize your enemy in a war that you're not even having, a war that you're not shooting anything. You're just having proxy wars and killing Cubans and Bulgarians and Vietnamese across the globe.
Yeah.
So in order to demoralize your enemy, you spend, I don't know, a truckload of money to make a whole movie and have some people jump around in a sand pit.
Speaking of jumping around in sand pits, did you see that India has went to the moon as well?
Oh my God, finally we're gonna get that tech support we want up there.
Yeah, the latest one is that India was able to get to the moon.
Well, that's because in space you can't smell BO.
I don't know, it's pretty strong up there. It sits a little more heavy.
Adjust the gravity.
Now, when I say India went to the moon, I don't know where they shot their feature film, but
They got lots of sand.
let's just say after watching some Bollywood film, they can really juice up the special effects.
Just imagine they play a flute and a snake lifts the flag up.
Yeah, it's just Jeet flying on a carpet in space. It's like, oh, I didn't know that you guys had those capabilities.
Everybody's sending rockets, they just have a carpet. I've had some people try and explain to me all of space is fake. Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard numerous theories of backing up what they deem is correct, and all of it just seems like hodgepodge horse.
It's a weird tightrope that you gotta walk between distrust of the governments and common sense too. Because the government has lied and hidden so many things from us that it's you are right. Even the viewer at home, hit the like and subscribe. You are right to distrust the government and question what they're telling you. But also it's at a certain point, it's you can't blame everything on them. I mean, they're really bad at their job.
Yes. And as time marches on and we have access to the internet and the trolls out there are able to dupe people, it makes it more fun. So I encourage people to really almost amplify their egregious behavior online so we can speed up this Bill C-16 or whatever it is, and we can just censor the internet, and we got to go back to telling lies in supermarkets.
Yeah, exactly. Barroom gossip. That'll be how it works.
We got to go out in the public and hand out flyers of how Michelle Obama's a man.
The moon landing is one of my favorite conspiracies, but it is one of the ones where I sit down and it's always within 5 minutes it's blaming the Jews. It's the one Jew, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah. You start going down the rabbit hole and then you get into where our show name came from. Operation PaperDrip, which is Operation Paperclip, where, the Nazis then got hired by NASA and made me a fan overnight of NASA.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't a fan of space until I knew the Nazis were in it.
If you didn't trust the Nazis, then make sure you trust NASA, because they're spelt different. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell buttons, and if you see me in public, leave me alone.